I come to you this morning with another subject of one of the things that God hates. And what I come to you with, God hates the shedding of innocent blood. And to clarify innocent blood, we can define it as not corrupted or tainted with evil or unpleasant emotion, sinless, pure, not guilty of a particular crime, blameless. God hates innocent blood being shed, and he makes it clear in his commandments in Exodus 20 and 13 in 4 words: thou shalt not kill. God hates the shedding of innocent blood, and yet throughout history, even until today, we can find where innocent blood has been shed. Our first example of this act can be found in the book of Genesis, chapter 4. Adam and Eve were blessed with 2 sons, Cain, who was the tiller of the ground, and Abel, who was a sheep keeper. And in the process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord. And Abel brought of the firstlings of his flock, and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering, but to Cain and his offering he had not respect. Cain was angry, and his countenance fell. Then the Lord said unto Cain, why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not what is right, sin is crouching at the door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it. Cain brought an offering, but Abel brought an offering from his firstlings of his flock and the fat portions. How many of us have given our first fruits, and how many have given us what we have left? How many of us have sibling rivalry or job competition that we have made an attempt to please a parent or boss, and because we didn't go the extra mile and we didn't do it right, our attempt was not accepted or praised for our efforts? We may get jealous. We may get angry. We may allow sin to enter us, and we begin to think of things to do that we should not even consider. Cain said to his brother Abel, let's go out to the field. And while they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. What was his crime? Pleasing God. That's innocent blood. Then the Lord said unto Cain, where is your brother Abel? I don't know, he replied, and my brother's keeper. Cain devised an evil plan against his brother, carried it out, then lied to the Lord about it. The Lord said, what have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries to me from the ground. Innocent blood. And God hates the shedding of innocent blood. And in Exodus 23 and 7, he says, have nothing to do with a false charge, and do not put an innocent or honest person to death. For I will not acquit the guilty. Do not accept a bribe, for a bribe binds those who see and twist the words of the innocent. You don't even have to be the executioner, but be a part in the innocent being executed to shed innocent blood. Another reason why God hates it is because God is the great creator. In Genesis, the book of creation, God formed man from the dust of the ground, breathed into it the breath of life, and man became a living thing. Man is God's creation, and who should have the right to decide what to do about his creation but God? God made man in his image and likeness. God's creations have purpose and meaning. Red, yellow, black, and white, we are all precious in his sight. Before we were in the womb, God knew us and equipped us with all of the tools to complete our earthly mission and to be successful along our path. I can't imagine as parents to conceive a child, a mother nourishing that child in her womb, feeling it grow inside of her, then going through the pains of labor only to rejoice after its delivery. Mothers and fathers nurturing that child and training that child in the way that he should go. I can't imagine those parents having to deal with the grief of that loss, having your loved one lost due to the shedding of its innocent blood. I can't imagine it if it were one of my family members whose blood was shed just for being an unborn child in the womb, slain just for being unwanted. Innocent blood. Children being slain in school just for being in school to learn. Innocent blood. A teenager coming home from the store to get Skittles and a drink, slain for just walking home. Innocent blood. A young man slain just for jogging through a neighborhood. Innocent blood. But on this, a pastor preaching on Sunday morning, slain in a sanctuary for simply preaching the word of God and welcoming a stranger. Innocent blood. A pastor, brothers and sisters at Bible study, slain for studying the word of God and welcoming a stranger. Innocent blood. A pastor and civil rights leader slain just for leading and having a dream. Innocent blood. But more importantly, a little child wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger who grows up to lead a people and fulfill the scriptures. Yes, my brothers and sisters, God hates the shedding of innocent blood. It was God's commandment that we shall not kill and that we do not take an innocent life. We are God's creation in his image and likeness. He made us and breathed into man its breath of life and made us with a divine purpose. It was that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son that we can be redeemed. It was nothing but the blood. Betrayed and sold for 30 pieces of silver. Innocent blood. Beaten until he bled. By his stripes we are healed. Innocent blood. Nails in his hands and in his feet he bled. Innocent blood. It was nothing but the blood. Blood that's not corrupted or tainted with evil. Blood that's sinless or pure. Blood that's not guilty of a particular crime. Blood that's blameless. Christ's innocent blood. John the Revelator wrote in Revelation 5 and 6, and I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne, and of the four beasts, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb as if it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God sent forth in all the earth. And in verse 12 it says, saying with a loud voice, worthy is the lamb that was slain, to receive power and riches and wisdom and strength and honor and glory and blessings. My brethren, in Revelation 6 and 9, and when he had opened the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God, and for the testimony which they held. My brethren, follow the commandments. Remember that we are God's creations and are precious in his sight. Remember the innocent blood that was shed for us at Calvary's cross. The shedding of innocent blood. God bless you. May heaven shower upon you.